I'm willing to bet that you're doing your past papers wrong. If you spend an hour doing a past paper and then you mark it for 10 minutes and move on with your life, you are wasting your time. Here's what you're going to do next time you do a past paper. Once you've done the paper, same as normal, you're going to pull up the mark scheme and you're going to grab a blank piece of paper. Now, as you go through the paper, as you mark things you got wrong, you need to make a table. Let's say this is science paper 1 and there's 4 topics. Every time you lose a mark to a topic, you're going to start a tally. This is how many marks I've lost each topic, etc. And then you're also going to tally your mistake types, and it's going to differ from person to person. But obviously you're going to have a content error, so this is if you've just made a mistake and you couldn't remember something. This is probably going to be the most likely source of error. But you could also make calculation errors, you can misread the question, there could be an error in your timing, perhaps you've misunderstood the question, or this really depends on you, so really change this list based on you. And you're going to tally these up. Okay, I wrote mitosis instead of meiosis. That's a content error. All right, I ran out of time and I couldn't attempt this question. That's a timing error. This question, I read it as this, but actually I got it wrong and that's not what it wanted me. Okay, tally this all up. Then once you've done the full paper, you're going to be able to see what's the most important. I'm really bad at Unit 3. What do? We revise Unit 3 more. We look back at our Unit 3 notes, we look back at those questions, we check that our notes are suffice and we make new notes if we need to. And then in terms of the mistake type, if it's content, you know what you need to do. The other things, it's all about practice. If it's timing, you need to work on your timing. If it's understanding the questions, you know exactly what you need to focus on for the real thing. If it's a calculation error, you know in the real thing you need to go back and double check all your calculations. So when people say learn from your mistakes, this is the best way to learn from your mistakes. It's great to make mistakes in past papers because you can tally them up and you can get an understanding about your weakest areas in papers, in the content and in how the paper works itself.